Hey guys, if you guys need your Dominations, 12-0s, Evos, anything to do with online or offline grinding, be sure to hit up RoseNBA on Twitter. The link to his Twitter will be in the description down below. 100% legit and 100% reliable, so be sure to go hit him up now. What is going on, guys? It is your boy Bio2k, and today I'm here bringing you guys a video on basically the truth about Season 4 that nobody really wants to talk about. If you guys do agree with anything I'm saying in this video, do me a favor and leave a like on the video. Would be greatly appreciated. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Do me a favor, keep the comments as respectful as possible, because I am going to try to pass this on to who I kind of need to pass this on to, in hopes that we do see a little bit of change. Now, let me clarify something before we get into this here. I've never been the type of person to talk about 2K's content as far as the free stuff that they give us, because free stuff is free stuff at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if they're insane. It doesn't really matter if they're terrible. The point is, it's free. But there is some stuff I do kind of want to talk about when it comes to this season, because like I said, Season 4 looks great. I mean, between all the rewards, they look like they are going to be insane. But there are some problems that I feel like we kind of need to talk about. So like I said, if you guys enjoy, would be greatly appreciated if you guys left a like, and let's get right into it. So like I said, I've never been the one to sit here and say that, like, you know, free rewards and stuff like that aren't worth it and all that sort of fun stuff. I've always been the type to stick with the no money spent players and the budget players and really help them get an understanding of how to play this game. So that is what I'm basically going to be doing in this video, and kind of talking about these different rewards as to why like something needs to change. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be talking about this Galaxy Opal Kawhi Leonard. This is the 98 overall shooting guard / small forward. That is our level 40 card. Now the level 40 card, it does take about, if you're doing all the challenges right away and you're just like, you're firing away, probably takes you about a month into the season to get the level 40 card. Maybe 3.5 weeks even. Maybe it's a little bit shorter than a month. Maybe it's a little bit longer. You guys get the point though. I'm talking about for the people that really push it. On average, I would say it's like 5 weeks that people end up getting the card. So like I said, I'm not going to sit here and say that this level 40 Kawhi isn't worth it. They have actually updated the level 40 cards in the past. Blake got a massive upgrade, I believe. Wade ended up getting an upgrade. So when it comes to this Kawhi, do I think he's going to get an upgrade? Yes. I don't think it's going to be like, you know, it's not like he's a bad card by any means. This is where I'm coming from, and I hope you guys do understand that this level 40 card is not going to be available at least for another month. You guys can see I've done just about every single XP challenge that I've been able to do, and I'm still 125,000 XP away, which is fine. We're only a few days into the season. We're not even a full weekend yet, so it's completely fine, not rushing it at all. But my issue with this, realistically, is the fact that this Kawhi Leonard is, again, about 4 weeks away. Now, 4 weeks into the season and into this year, we could be seeing a lot of different cards. But my main concern here is when you take a look in packs, we have this Galaxy Opal Jimmy Butler. He's not a 97, or he's not a 98 overall, but he has a 97 overall. He does come with Hall of Fame catch and shoot. He comes with difficult shots on Hall of Fame, which is a really important badge. He has Heat Seeker, Pick Dodger, Intimidator, Tireless Defender, Slithery Finisher, Quick First Step, Sniper, Green Machine, all in Hall of Fame. Outside of that, Dimer, Pickpocket, Clamps, Heart Crusher, Interceptor, Pogo, Deep Threes, Stop and Go, Unpluckable. Like, you guys get the point. Like, he has all this different stuff that is really good. And when you take a look at the attributes, Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard are very comparable as to how similar they really are. And my biggest concern is that, like, it kind of makes it so this grind isn't really all that worth it. This is probably the first season where I felt like I have no motivation to actually grind for the top tier card. And that's not me sitting here saying that Kawhi isn't going to be worth it. Me personally, I'm still going to be grinding for Kawhi. I think this card is going to be really good. But I think from the average player standpoint, it's like, I know a lot of you guys don't exactly have the time to be grinding this game and whatnot. And like, this is where I'm kind of coming from, where when it comes to this Kawhi, like, they literally released a card on day 1 of the season. So the same day that this Kawhi got put in the game, basically, they released a card that is the exact same thing. So you could, you know, obviously use Jimmy Butler up until you get Kawhi, sell Butler, and then you have the Kawhi. I'm not saying that Kawhi is a bad card. I'm just saying that, like, I don't understand why they would release a card that similar, that, like, or already when, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they released a card that's the same thing right away, very first day, and, like, we're supposed to be hyped about basically a card that we already have, but we're not going to be able to get this card for another 4 weeks. Triple Threat Offline, I'm not even going to talk about. The rewards are great. Like in the vault, that Byron Beck actually isn't that bad. Doug West, I mean, it's a free pink diamond shooting guard from the Timberwolves, so you never know when you're going to need that. But yeah, I'm not really going to talk about Doug West. That mode is fine. Domination, they did a phenomenal job. This entire heat check Domination is amazing. You can probably make at least 100K between all the MT you get from in-game, the MT you get from the rewards, the MT you're going to be getting from selling back your players and your heat check cards if you decide to sell them, and then you do get 300 plus tokens, and you get a Galaxy over Anton Jameson. Definitely a very solid mode. I think my favorite thing there. But now we're going to kind of talk about this. Myteam Unlimited. Unlimited is a great mode. You guys obviously know Kevin McHale. I think they did a great job there. I'll be the first one to say, Kevin McHale, great job. It's going to be one hell of a sweaty season. You guys can see what happens when your boy tries to do XP challenges. Sometimes you just match with a sweat and it makes it a little hard. But Kevin McHale, great thing. Now we're going to be kind of talking about Russell Westbrook. I've never been a fan about saying this because it's obviously going to happen every year, but like we have been we've been like flooded with point guards already. Like if you just take a look at the point guards we've been able to get like in the last I'm just gonna say since the beginning of the year, because I want to be able to count Curry in this because he still is usable. But outside of Curry, in the last like few weeks, we had Curry, we had Baron Davis, you had Wade, you have Lillard that became obtainable, Magic Johnson, you have Derrick Rose, and some people I know still use John Wall. You have the Diamond Jamal Murray. So that's like 8 point guards that you could really use in this game that are very solid, which is fine. Everybody's going to have their own preferences of who they use, and that is completely fine. My issue with this Westbrook card is he's not that good. Like he is really good if we were to get him now. You know what I mean? If we were to get this Westbrook card right now, I would have no problem with this card. But my issue with it is that this Westbrook is going to be coming out 5 weeks from now, at a minimum of 5 weekends from now. So literally, this is going to be towards Valentine's Day that we are going to be getting this Russell Westbrook card. So I hope you guys see what I mean by like this Westbrook is kind of underwhelming for when he's going to be dropping. Aaron Gordon made sense because Aaron Gordon was like, okay, there's not that many power forwards in the game. You could get him or you can get the Hall of Fame bench, right? That one made sense. Jaylen Brown, it was worth the 6 rings in my opinion because Jaylen Brown, even without having him badged up, is a good card. When you badge him up, he's like a top card in the game. You know what I mean? Even still, I love using that Jaylen Brown. And then you had Ralph Sampson, which Ralph I didn't even try to go for because I never thought that card would be worth it from the beginning. But the whole thing is with this Westbrook card is, like I said, he is good if he came out now. But do I think he's still worth getting? Yes. I think Westbrook's going to be a lot of fun. I think he's going to be one of the cooler cards to play with. He's going to be able to snag some boards. He's going to be able to shoot a little bit. He's going to be able to jam on some people. 100%. That's going to be great. I'm just thinking about the future aspect where we are at a minimum of 5 weeks away. And like by then, you guys already know. Like I even forgot that thing. I think I forgot to put Magic on that point guard list. Like, you guys know by then, in 5 weeks, in the middle of February, we're kind of talking around All-Star Weekend content. We're going to be seeing some cheesy stuff dropping. And, like, Westbrook could already be outdated by then. And that's what I'm really afraid of. Now, you guys are going to be seeing a video earlier on today about the Galaxy Opal Klay Thompson that you will be getting for locking in this, like, these sets and stuff like that. Same thing with J.R. Smith and Dr. J. But with this Klay Thompson, I love Klay. You guys know that. Klay's my guy. It sucks that he's out with injuries for the entire season. But is he really worth it? This is what I'm saying, right? So you have these players that are going to be coming out that you're going to have to lock in for. So if you're kind of looking at this, like, I would probably say it's going to be, on average, I would say, because some are going to be a little bit lower, some are going to be higher. I would say it's probably going to be around 500 to 600K per set. There's going to be 6 sets. So, like, I mean, 3 million MT, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's only going to get more expensive as we go because the players are going to be better. So, like, do you guys see what I'm saying? Where even if it's a little bit cheaper and it's like 400K per set, you're still looking at around 2 million or 2.4 million MT. Like, I don't really think that that's necessarily worth locking in all that MT for a Klay Thompson, where, again, like, you have Klay, he's a great card, but, like, I just don't think that that's going to be worth it by any means. I mean, I didn't think Dr. J was worth it. I didn't think J.R. Smith was worth it. I understand Dr. J a little bit more than the other ones because that was still fresh, like right away into the game. But still, like I just don't think Klay is worth it. Sean Marion, though, I've talked about it in that video before as well. I think he's going to be a great free card. My only problem is, again, he's a pink diamond that is going to be dropping in a minimum of 5 weeks from now. That is what you guys need to understand. All this stuff is 5 weeks away. I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about 5 weeks from now. That is what I'm trying to think about and trying to focus on about these rewards cards that we're going to be grinding for. So I kind of hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. I mean, we saw the Wilt Chamberlain. I tried to tell you guys not to lock in for him. Some of you guys did, and this is the biggest thing right here. I want to kind of clarify really quick. Same thing, if you're thinking about locking in this clay, remember what I said about this Wilt. I told you guys, do not lock in for this Wilt, and within a few days, they're going to drop something arguably better. They came out with this Wilt Chamberlain, and a few days later, you had Pink Diamond DeMarcus Cousins that came out that literally doesn't have a weakness on his card. Tried to tell you guys. So I hope you guys kind of take my advice on some of the stuff I'm saying about these sets. It's not like I'm sitting here saying that I would love to see upgrades to all these cards already. I'm just saying, like, it's kind of underwhelming, and like I just want to kind of know your guys' opinions. I don't want to really say that this is like a rant video, but I do want to know how you guys feel about this sort of stuff. The season started off already with screwing me out of XP. Right now, taking a look at how much XP I am lacking right here, I should have 1500 XP flat to the next reward, but I'm still at 3050 because they hoed me out of XP already. So like this whole season just seems to have gotten off to a bad start, but either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Kill the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And yeah, peace.